Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the start of my OWLS magical readathon vlog for week 1. It's still March, it's the 31st, but I wanted to kickstart this vlog now because I wanted to kind of go over my chosen careers and what books I plan on reading. So I thought that would be fun to do today. So my chosen career is going to be horror because I feel like if I was in the wizarding world, that's what I would want to be. So I'm gonna go for that career. Even though I only need 5 owls to complete the owls necessary for being an auror, I'm gonna try and read all 12 prompts. So I already have my list picked out, which I will share with you guys now. All right, so I'm gonna go over the prompts for the owls. First, the ones that I'm required to take to become an auror, and then I'll continue on to the other ones. Okay, so the first one that I need to become an auror is Charms, and that one is Lumos Maxima, a white cover. So for this one, I'm going to be reading Be Not Far From Me by Mindy McGinnis because this one is short and it seems really interesting. I have never read a Mindy McGinnis book. I don't know how many she has out, but I've never read one of her books. But this one is about a girl who I guess is at some party out in the woods, and then she finds out that her boyfriend is cheating on her, and she walks in on him like boinking someone else, and then she runs away, and I guess she falls down a hill and ruins her leg basically, and then she kind of has to find her way out of the woods. And survival story, we love to see it. That seems exciting. The next one that I need is Defense Against the Dark Arts, and this one is Grindylows, a book that is set by the sea or ocean. For this one, I'm going to be reading Malamander, and this is a middle grade book, and it's about, I guess, a kid or some kids who find this monster called the Malamander, and the cover makes it seem like it takes place by the ocean, so hopefully it does. Hi guys, so it is many hours later. I got distracted by, you know, working for my job. But I wanted to continue on with my required owls for this readathon. So the next one is Herbology, which is to read a book that starts with I, and this is I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver, and this follows our main character who comes out to their family as non-binary and then gets kicked out of their house, and it's just about them, their life being in high school and being kicked out of their home, and their budding friendship / relationship with this guy at their school who kind of takes them under his wing. So that's all I know about it. I've heard great things about it. I love the cover, it's so cute, and I don't think I've ever read a book with a non-binary main character, so I'm really excited to read that. Okay, so our next owl that we need to get is Potions, and this one is Shrinking Potion, read a book that is under 150 pages. So for this one, I'm going to be reading Finna by Nino Kipri. It's 144 pages according to Goodreads. Sorry, I keep on looking over at that. This is about 2 people who work at a furniture store. Is that it? Yes, a furniture store. And one of their customers, an elderly person, falls into an alternate dimension, and then it's up to these 2 co-workers to find out where they went. And that sounds really interesting. 144 pages. I don't know how they're gonna manage to make that happen. And then the last one that I need is Transfiguration, which is Anna Mega's lecture, book / series that includes shapeshifting. And for this one, I have 2 options. I either have Circe by Madeline Miller, which is a retelling of Circe, who is a Greek goddess, and I heard that there is shapeshifting in this because I know that people on Twitter have been asking about shapeshifting books, and this is one that people recommend. And I do have the audiobook for this that I've had for a really long time, and I really like The Song of Achilles, which is by Madeline Miller, the same author, and I really like that a lot. So I'm hoping I'll like this one. I hear the writing is really flowery, which I don't really particularly like, but I love the narrator of the audiobook. She plays the main character in one of my favorite horror movies, which is As Above, So Below. Oh, so good. If you can handle found footage movies, I highly recommend it. It is so good. Oh, amazing. It's on Netflix too, I think, so watch that. But yeah, her name is Perdita Weeks, and she narrates the Cersei audiobook, so I kind of want to listen to that, but we'll see. And the other one is A Hunger Like No Other by Cressley Cole, which is the first book in a series called Immortals After Dark. I don't know who was talking about this book, but it features shape-shifting because there's werewolves and vampires, I think. I'm kind of leaning more towards Cersei because, I don't know, A Hunger Like No Other, like look at this cover. I mean, don't judge a book by its cover, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like Cersei might be a little better, but you know, no judgment. A Hunger Like No Other does have a 4.19 rating on Goodreads, so that's exciting. Okay, so those are the owls that I need to complete to become an Auror after the Newts later this year, but I'm gonna quickly go over the other books that I plan on reading because I am gonna try and fulfill all 12 prompts. I'm not going to go into too much detail about what these books are about because this video would be so long if I tried to do that, so we're just going to go through them. So the first one is Ancient Ruins. This one is to pick a book that has either hearts on the cover or heart in the title. And for this one I'm reading Bring Me Their Hearts by Sarah Wolf. Very cool name. Probably a pseudonym, if not even more cool. And yeah, it has heart in the title, and one of my favorite YouTubers, Yessie from The Book Vagrant, loves this book, and I really want to read it because she loves it, so that's exciting. Next is Arithmancy, and this one is Magical Qualities of Number 2. Balance opposites, read something outside of your favorite genre. So for this one I'm kind of cheating. I have two options for this. One is a book that I'm currently reading, which is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. My favorite, I don't really have a favorite genre because I really like contemporary and I really like fantasy. I think fantasy is probably my favorite genre because all of my favorite books fall under fantasy for the most part. So basically anything other than fantasy I can choose for this one. So for this one, like I said, I'm already listening to A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, which is a like 33-hour long audiobook. I'm halfway through it. So I don't really know what the rules are for this readathon, if you're allowed to use books that you are already currently reading before the readathon starts. If not, I'm gonna read or listen to Becoming by Michelle Obama, which is Michelle Obama's autobiography, and I really respect her and love her and miss her, and I just really want to listen to her book. So those two are my options. That's that. Next one is Astronomy, which is read this book mostly when it's dark outside. And for this one I'm going to be reading Riot Baby by Tochi Onyebuchi. This is 176 pages and I think the cover is really cool, and I just feel like this would be interesting. I don't really know that much about it, and the rating's not that high. It's a 3.95, which out of 5 is not bad, but on Goodreads pretty much everything has above a 4 stars, it feels like. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. I don't know too much about the plot, but the cover is pretty, so there we go. The next one is Care of Magical Creatures. This is Hippogriff, read a book with a beak on the cover. For this one, this is the book that I am starting today, and it is Imagine Me by Tahera Mafi, which is the final book in the Shatter Me series. I'm really excited for this, even though I don't really remember the last book very well, but I just like fly through these books. I think I could finish it tonight if I really put my mind to it, even though it'll probably be tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. I really enjoy this series. It's not like a top tier, my favorite series of all time series, but I still really enjoy it, so going with that. The next one is Divination, which is to use a random number generator to come up with a book. And the one I came up with for this one is The Bromance Book Club by Lissa K. Adams. This sounds really interesting. I know I wasn't gonna give synopses, but this one, yeah, is kind of funny. It's about this group of guys who formed this book club to read romance books to find out how they should please their wives. And I just feel like that premise sounds really funny. It could turn out really bad, but I've heard it's a great book, so I'm pumped to read this one. The next one is History of Magic, which is just to read a book that features wizards in some way. And for this one, I'm reading The Guinevere Deception by Kirsten White. I really enjoy Kirsten White. I loved her And I Darken trilogy, which I know wasn't like everyone's favorite trilogy, but I really enjoyed it. I really love that trilogy, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. And I've heard great things about it from Boston Reads Books, who I will link down below because I love her channel. She's so awesome. Very much recommend her channel. And the next one is Muggle Studies, and this one is to read a book with a Muggle main character, or from a Muggle's perspective, meaning contemporary. For this one, I'm reading Tweet Cute by Emma Lord, which this cover is just so adorable. I was gonna choose this one for the with a beak on the cover challenge, but I figured this would work just as well. And I didn't have any other books to choose for that one except for Imagine Me, so that's why I placed that one in there. All right, so I think that is all 12 prompts. I'm super excited for this readathon. I'm really hoping I don't fall into a reading slump, knock on wood. It is 8:17 now, the day before the OWL starts, which means it is like 4 a.m. in the UK, meaning that I should just start. But I will keep you guys updated. I don't know how exciting this is going to be because, again, we're all quarantined, so yeah. But my parents have a really exciting backyard and a pool and a dartboard, and we have a pool table, so maybe I'll be doing some activities that I can show you guys, but it'll probably just be me sitting in my room working and reading and watching TV. Also, tell me if I should get Animal Crossing. People are obsessed with it. I don't understand why. You just manage your house and grow fruit. I just don't see how that can be addicting, but I really want to try it because can't knock it till you try it, right? Okay, bye. Okay guys, I'm about to start Imagine Me on my Kindle Paperwhite, which like is my new favorite thing in the entire world. My mom bought it for me a couple of weeks ago and it's the highlight of my life basically. This is basically where I've been reading all of my books that aren't audiobooks, so this is it. It is 9:06 and I'm gonna try and read until like 10:30, maybe 11, and see where I get. Okay, so I'm 2 pages into this and I'm just remembering how much I love Kenji. He is like one of my favorite book characters of all time. I stan him, I love him so much. And his and Warner's banter already is just so great. Obviously I'm not gonna spoil anything for anyone since this book came out literally today. So no spoilers, but I will still let you guys know what I think of it. Hey guys, apologies for the face. I definitely need to go to bed soon, but I just wanted to update. It is 11:16 and I am, let's see how far into this book. I'm sorry, it says that I'm 91% done. That can't be right. No, I can't be 91% done. I'm gonna confirm this real. I swear to God, this has never in the history of the world happened. I started this book at after the second half. For some reason, my Kindle had the table of contents and then for some reason started on like page 400. So I thought that I had just missed or like forgotten what had happened in the last book. No, I just hadn't read what happened in this book. Oh my God, so I basically just read the second half. Oh my God. This is why ebooks are a pain in the ass. So now I just start from the beginning, already knowing what happens at the end. This is so weird. Ew, I hate it. This is also what I get for having the location of the book off. So like right now when I'm looking at it, it says 91%, but I have that feature turned off, so I didn't know how far into the book I was. So that teaches me my lesson. So now I have to go back to the beginning of the book. I wasn't even like confused. I just was like, oh, I guess this is just where the book leaves or starts off. I'm a fucking idiot. This is the strangest thing that's ever happened to me. This is so weird. Okay, I'm gonna start over the book from the beginning. Oh, now I read the ending, so what the fuck? I hate myself. Hey guys, it is Wednesday afternoon. Now I'm just taking my lunch break from work and I'm watching Whitney's vlog. Love her, one of my all-time favorite booktubers. And just wanted to update, after I finish watching this video, I'm going to read some more of Imagine Me. Combining the beginning of the book that I'm reading now, oh my god, redness, what the hell is happening? Oh, we'll color correct it later. Combining the last like 30% that I read with the beginning like 30-40% that I read. I have read around 70% of the book, and so I'm just finishing up the middle section, and then I'm going to read the last 10% because that's what I had left after I discovered that I had been reading the wrong parts of this book. So we're doing that, and then I did buy Finna on my Kindle app, so I'm gonna start reading that afterwards, probably during my breaks from work, because they're telling us to take mental health breaks and, you know, just take breaks. So I'm planning on doing that, and I'll finish Imagine Me and then start Finna, and then I'll update you guys when I have things to update about. I have plans tonight after work and tomorrow night after work, but then this weekend I'm gonna get so much reading done. I'm so excited, so I'll keep you guys updated. Okay. Okay, update on Imagine Me. I caught up to the part where I started, so now I'm gonna skip to the end and read the part that I had left over. So I am on the epilogues. I think there's 2 chapters to the epilogue, but yeah, overall, I mean, I'm sure the epilogue's gonna be great, but the rest of the book, I felt pretty much the same I did about Defy Me. I feel like it still feels like a middle book in a series. Like, it doesn't feel like the ending, even though like obviously it wraps things up, but it just doesn't feel like an epic conclusion. So still enjoying it, but probably will only give it like 3.5 to 4 stars. So yeah, I still recommend the series, but if you want to stop after the first 3, you could do that. Yeah, I will definitely be rereading the series, but I think I'll only reread the first trilogy. I don't think I'll reread the later half. So yeah, okay. Hey guys, so it's now like 10 o'clock and I just finished reading Finna by Nino Cipri? Not sure how to pronounce their last name, but overall I liked this book. I really loved the characters, and I thought the representation was really great. We have 2 main characters, one of which is queer and the other is trans and non-binary. So that was really interesting. I thought the first book that I was gonna read featuring a non-binary character was gonna be I Wish You the Best. So I was really surprised and really excited when I started reading this and realized that the rep was so good. The author is also trans and non-binary and queer, so that was really great. And the other main character suffers from anxiety. It wasn't mentioned too much within the book, but I still liked that we got that anxiety rep. So I love the characters. I thought they were great. I really got attached to them, even though the book was only 144 pages long. So that was great, and I liked their relationship, even though it didn't really explore it that much. Or I mean, it did, but only as much as it could do in 144 pages. But the plot of it was really interesting, but I think it requires a lot of imagination. Like, the writing is descriptive, but you kind of have to imagine it in your mind, and I'm not that great at that. I like watching it like in a movie format, and I think this would have made a really interesting movie, even though I think that no one could do it justice. So I did like it. I gave it 3 stars, but if I was rating it just on characters, I would probably give it a 5 out of 5, but you know, kind of gotta balance it a little bit. So I'm not sure which of the Owls reads I want to get to next, so I think this would be the perfect opportunity for a try a chapter tag. So I'm gonna pick 5 of the books, and then I'm gonna read the first chapter, and we'll see which one I want to read. Or I guess since I only have 10 books left, I'm just gonna pick 3 books, and then we'll see which of those I'd like to read. And let's pick some that vary in terms of genre. So I think I'm gonna try and read Bring Me Their Hearts by Sarah Wolf, because I have that out for my library right now, so I feel like I should probably prioritize those types of titles. So the next one I think I'm going to try is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides, and this is a book about a woman who hasn't spoken for the past few years. I wonder if it says right here. No, it doesn't, but she hasn't spoken since she shot her husband in the head 6 times or 5 times. This is a book that has had a lot of mixed reviews, but I've heard a lot of people say it's like one of their favorite thrillers of all time, and I love thrillers, so I'm gonna try and read that one. And then for the final one, let's try Tweet Cute by Emma Lord, because I haven't read a adult romance in a while, so I feel like that would be fun. So those are the 3 I'm going to try and read the first chapter of. First I'm going to take a break and watch some booktube videos, and then I'm going to try and get to it, and I'll let you guys know which one I pick. Okay, so I just finished the first chapter of The Silent Patient. Well, actually like the first 2 chapters, because the first chapter was like a prologue, and it was only like page or 2. So yeah, so it's basically just explaining what the plot of the book is essentially, and so I didn't really get that much from the first part of the book, but I mean, seems like it's gonna be good. I don't know, I have the audiobook, so I'll probably just listen to that, but yeah, that seems pretty good. So I'm gonna go move on to Bring Me Their Hearts by Sarah Wolf, and I'll let you guys know what I think. Hey guys, so I'm gonna be a little bit quiet because my parents are sleeping and their room is right across the hall from mine. Since I'm back with my parents, I don't know if I mentioned that, but I'm quarantining with my family, so I'm really excited to be up here with them. But I finished the first part of the first chapter of Bring Me Their Hearts. The first chapter is really long, and there's like a break in the chapter, so I just decided to stop there, or else I would read like 75 pages of this book, as far as I can tell from my Kindle, because that's where I'm reading it. But so far I can tell that this is about our main character Zara, who is a witch's apprentice, and she's what they call a heartless. So her parents were killed, and then I don't know if she became this thing, but basically there's like the kingdom, and then the kingdom once fought the Heartless like 30 years ago, but she's on this quest from, I guess, the witch to kill the prince, and so she's like auditioning to be the prince's bride. So that's how we start the book, and then I guess we'll go from there. But that seems like a really interesting premise. I'm sure she's gonna like fall in love with him on the way, but I also wouldn't be mad if she didn't and she just like ended up killing him anyway. Like, I feel like that never happens, so that would be interesting, but let's be real, I doubt it. This is a YA fantasy, so I don't see that happening. But yeah, I really like the first chapter, so I'm gonna move on to the first chapter of Tweet Cute. Hey guys, so I have not vlogged in a couple of days. It is now Saturday, and the past couple of days I just haven't really been reading that much because I was working and spending time with my family, but I am back on it. So I just finished The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides, and I enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. I'd heard some pretty mixed things about this book, but I leaned more towards the side of I liked it. The plot twist at the end, I wasn't surprised because I had not guessed it exactly, but I kind of had an inkling, or I knew that I knew parts of it, that's what I'm gonna say. And so when it happened, I was just like, and here we go, plot twist. And yep, that's exactly what I was expecting. So it's Saturday, and tomorrow, the 5th of April, is Brit from Basically Brits, basically readathon. It's a 24-hour readathon. Usually it happens on Saturdays, so this is the first Sunday version, and I'm definitely participating. I'm super excited. So I'm starting it at midnight in my time zone. I know that it already started in her time zone like 3 hours ago. So yeah, I'm gonna try and take a nap from like 8 o'clock to midnight, and then I'm gonna actually try and read the whole 24 hours. I'm saying it here, and I'm gonna make a separate vlog about that, and then on this vlog I'm just gonna wrap up what I end up reading and like maybe include a few clips. So I will also leave a link to the basically readathon vlog that I'm gonna do. So yeah, 2 vlogs going at once. So I think the first book that I'm gonna try and read for the basically readathon is Hurricane Child by Sharon Calendar. This is a middle grade magical realism book. It's about this girl who was born on an island during a hurricane, which is apparently bad luck, and it follows her budding friendship relationship maybe with this new girl who comes to town, and our main character is on the hunt to find her birth mom, and so her new love interest. It's weird to call middle grade characters love interests. So this girl that she's building this relationship with decides that she's gonna help her find her mom as well. I have this out from the library as an audiobook, which is why I'm choosing to read this one. So I'm gonna read this as an audiobook, continue with A Little Life as an audiobook, and then I'm gonna throw in some other ones to read physically. So I'll keep you guys updated on what I end up doing and reading, and hopefully this will be a success and I don't give up. Okay, it's Monday evening. I finished work. Work flew by today, which is always really nice. And I finished Be Not Far From Me by Minnie McGinnis, which I'm ending up giving 3 stars. I did like it. I like the main character, but honestly, it just kind of bored me eventually, which is sad because it's not that long of a book. So that's why I'm saying it's only a 3 star, but I would still recommend it. And I think next I'm going to move on to Malamander by Thomas Taylor. This is a middle grade book. So this is the book that I'm using for my OWLS to fill the prompt to read a book that's set by the sea. So this should definitely count for that. And it's not that long, so I'm hopefully will be able to fly through it. And it has a really high rating on Goodreads, which is great. Hey guys, so it's actually Wednesday now. So it's the start-ish, the first day of week 2 of OWLS, and I realized that I hadn't actually wrapped up the last week's vlog, so this is me doing that. I feel like I did a pretty good job last week. So far I've completed 7 OWLS, which is really exciting. I ended up moving around my TBR a little bit. I changed my prompt for arithmancy, which was to read a book outside your comfort zone, and I changed it to Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats by T.S. Eliot. It's a collection of poems about cats, which was turned into the Cats musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber, which has had a lot of negative buzz since the movie came out last year. But I figured that I should just read it because I'm pretty familiar with the lyrics to the songs at this point, and it was whatever. So I changed that for that. So I'm no longer listening to Becoming by Michelle Obama, even though I still really do want to listen to that. So I'm just filming this clip to wrap up the vlog for week 1, and then I'll continue, this hair is just terrible, continue with the vlog for next week. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please stick around for the next vlog. Let me know if there's any exciting things you guys would like to see in the vlogs. I will try my best to make it happen, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.